feel like I'm breathing loud. Am I breathing loud?
They can hear us.
They can hear us?
They can hear us. Look in the comments. They can hear us.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They can hear us. Hold on a second.
Okay, shh.
They know we're here.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on. Let me do
Did they
this.
hear me say that? What happened?
Oh, no. We're here.
Did they see
We're
me?
live. What? They see both of us.
I
Look,
thought you
see?
said you were just going in as you.
No, it's just going to be both of us. We're winging it. We don't know what the hell we're doing right now.
You lied.
I did. I
Oh,
lied. Hi,
shit.
people.
Hi.
Hi, people. Look, you can see them over there in the comments. They're here. They can
Look,
hear us.
it's my first time. John wanted to have my first time, and so now we're here.
There it goes. Right off the rip. Right off the rip.
He's taking my SteamYard? StreamYard. SteamYard?
StreamYard. StreamYard. Not Steam.
Okay. Well,
StreamYard.
it might be steamy.
No,
It
it
could
can't be Steamy. We don't
Why?
want to get banned anywhere else.
Oh,
We don't want to get banned. We're like on many platforms right now. I mean, we really are.
we are. Look at all
There's,
the people.
I know, isn't that cool?
Look
Hey,
at
everybody. It's me and Shameless. The two people that you didn't think that you really wanted to see together, but we're here together. We're doing a cool new segment that it was her idea, but I'm just going to take it and run with it. It's called Coffee with Creators, even though we're not drinking coffee. She has some sort of beverage in her hand.
That's
What do you got over there?
medicine. It's medicine.
It's medicine. Oh, she's drinking medicine. Medicine. And I'm drinking spirit water right here. In
Yeah.
my special cup, check this cup out. Look, it's got my kids on it. It says Father of the Wildlings, and it's got my kids' names on it.
Oh, I
It's
like
etched.
that.
It's my special. It's not a Yeti. It's not a Stanley or whatever the heck the really popular one is, but um, it's mine. So we're here drinking medicinal stuff. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about stuff, and we're gonna
We're talking
interact
about
with you guys in the crowd, and we're gonna see where this thing goes because this is completely random live stream.
Yeah.
We're
Can
just
we
gonna hang out.
start it off by talking about your real voice? I mean, it's a nice voice, right? It's a good voice, but
Yeah.
you know,
What?
uh,
It's not what? It's not the same.
it's not the same, you know? I just want to
Do
be
you know
talked to
there's
in
like
that. Maybe this is an issue for me. Maybe this is my issue. Maybe it's like, why do I want to be talked to in that dad-like voice? I don't know.
so do you have do we need to dive into this and understand exactly what's going on here? Because we can. We've got time. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. They'll probably actually listen if you go ahead and open up Pandora's box and let us see what's inside of it.
Mm, You want to see inside my box?
No, 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 no.
That's what you said. You said,
I gotta be
open
very
up that
careful with
box.
my words with you because everything is like a landmine.
I'm
Like
sorry.
if I say the wrong thing, I just know that it's gonna like explode under my feet, or it's gonna be one of those things that if I can stand on it, but as long as I don't move, I won't die. You know what I mean? Like
Wait,
those kind of
wait, wait, wait. Damn it. You guys are so fast. I'm trying to catch up. Wait. Oh, there it is. Call him daddy.
don't call me daddy. Please don't do that. Please don't get me in trouble.
Listen, I need to
Hey,
be respectful to Mrs. Dad Bod,
that's
and
right.
I also have someone in my life.
Yeah, she's got a other.
I have a Kyle.
She's got a Kyle.
I have a
So
Kyle.
we're gonna be respectful of both Mrs. Dadball. You didn't put your little thing at the bottom of your
What thing?
name. Remember
The
how you
most
did it last when we did the test? You had
well,
that little thing at the bottom.
I
You didn't want to
didn't
put it.
I didn't wanna come off as pretentious. I was like, "The most beautiful girl in the land?" I
I
mean,
came off as the voice of Gen X. Come on, that's not pretentious.
well, but it's kinda true. I mean, if we were
It's
being
not.
true about me, it'd be like Dirty McNasty or something like that.
It's shameless. That's what it is. You should be good. Like you're just Elle. You're not even shameless Elle right now. You should do that. You should do that thing.
Mhm,
You should do that thing. Anyway,
mhm.
so yes, there's lots of voices in my head, okay? There's only a few that I actually let talk, and that's the truth. If you ask Mrs. DBV, she'll tell you there's so many voices in here that if you actually knew what was going on in there, you probably would all run away.
Does
But
she
one
ever ask for the dad bod voice at night time?
no, she's asked for many other voices. There are other
Oh.
voices.
Oh,
Uh,
I love a good voice, like a good deep voice.
like a Luther Vandross style voice, that
No,
kind of stuff.
no, well, no,
No,
not
is that weird?
that. You're
Did I
ruining
get
it.
weird?
No.
Did
No,
I
that
make it
one's
weird?
it has a weird twang at the end of it. I don't like it.
Oh, so you want like the Morgan Freeman Teddy Sprinkles? You like that one?
No.
Love Teddy Sprinkles. I put some shit on everything. Yeah, that's a good one. Well,
No, it's gotta be that, like, deep I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'll tell you, just to mess with Kyle, sometimes I like to do
do you
it.
see? I don't know if he's watching or not, but here's the thing: you have to
Yeah.
whisper in his ear whenever you're in the middle of um exercise.
Yeah.
Taste the rain.
No, I don't think I can do
You got to do
that.
it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
No,
What?
you know
Somebody wants a Kermit the Frog
okay.
voice. What?
Oh, that's good. That
What,
was
Kermit?
good.
Yeah, we can do Kermit. I mean, I told you there's a lot of voices up here that exist.
So good at that.
I know. I
I can't
listen,
do
I
any of them.
but I get stuck in them. Here's the problem. So Dadbot is a voice that I've made for TV basically, right?
Okay. Medicine.
And yeah, take your medicine. And there's other voices that if I drink copious amounts of alcohol, I'll get stuck in. Um, it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
You just made me spit out
Um,
my medicine.
why? You don't get stuck in voices when you drink copious amounts of alcohol?
Who's drinking? I'm having
Oh,
my medicine. Nobody is.
no, I'm just saying. Oh, hi from the UK. Hey, that's a very good segue. Let's talk about the UK. So, Mrs. DBV is not watching this right now because she should be in bed because she is in the UK right now. And
Oh,
tomorrow, I'm getting on an airplane to go meet her in the UK, and then I'm going to spend a week gallivanting around the UK. So, if you guys see me in the UK, I will be in London for 2 days. Then I'm going to take a train to Edinburgh for 2 days and then we're gonna take a flight to Dublin for 2 days. So say hi. I got some cool stuff. I'm bringing some swag with me. If you say hi to me, I'm gonna give you some swag.
you're
So
gonna
say
go
hi.
to the UK, and what are you gonna do all the touristy things?
She booked a bunch of stuff. I know what I care about is that I'm going to Guinness, and I'm gonna drink a pint at Guinness at the actual Guinness factory in Dublin.
Oh,
That's the most important thing to me because I'm a big
okay.
Guinness guy. I like the really
I
dark
could
beers. And
see that
Guinness
for you.
Guinness is low calorie. It's only 100
You
calories.
I don't believe that actually. I
It's
think that
true.
is no,
It's
it's thick.
true. It's true. It's only 100 calories.
Mm.
It's diet dark beer, and it tasty.
It's diet beer. Diet beer. I hmm, you're gonna go to Guinness. Well, I mean, you gotta, what's that saying? Yeah,
When in Rome,
when in Rome.
I'm
Yes, you
not
gotta
going to
do
Rome.
that. Yeah, I went to, Portugal, and you gotta try Porto when you're in Portugal.
Yeah, for port.
Um, well, yeah, sorry, the place is Porto. Yeah,
See,
but we did
Willie
try
gets it.
port. It was
Guinness is good for
too
you.
it was too sweet for me. It was too sweet for my liking.
That's you know what port is, right? It's called a fortified wine.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
it's
really
like
care
wine
about those things.
wine plus. You don't care about this? I mean, your medicine. You do you know where your medicine comes from? You should know where your medicine comes from. I mean, hopefully you're not drinking some random medicine that some person on the street gave you, like a street
No,
medicine guy.
obviously not, obviously not. I just, I taste it, and does the medicine taste healthy? And
So it's
then
not about how it works, it's about how it
no.
tastes.
Yes.
Hmm. Yes? No? What? Which one is it?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how it tastes, or it does matter that it works. I know. Look, see? We're confusing everybody already. We just got started. Yeah, we're 10 minutes into this, and this is gonna be an absolute, poo-poo show. I'm not gonna say the S word because we may get banned on certain platforms, so
Well, don't say that. Oh, we're
I
not
won't
allowed
say
to
anything.
swear?
I'm not gonna tempt that. I'm not gonna tempt that because I heard that you got in a little bit of a tiff today on
I
your live
did,
stream.
I
Why don't
did.
you tell everybody about that? Tell everybody.
Okay, well, I was on a live with, Single Mom Saga
Mhm.
and, Clara Batten, on Tiffany's live, and I just got kicked out, and it said that I was naughty. It said I don't even wanna say it on here. It said a bunch of bad things that I was not. Um, and we were very clean, okay? Well, I'm always clean. When am I not clean? I'm a clean girl, and
Ooh.
they said I was not. They said
We
I
need to
was not.
so here's what we need to dive into. We need to dive into the fact that you believe that you're not clean or that you are
No,
clean.
I
But
am.
in reality, you you skirt it. You skirt it. Maybe it's not directly, but indirectly, you're insinuating
I
things.
don't think you know what? If you believe something from something clean that I said, that's on you.
See? And that's the mental twist right there. That's the mental game that you play.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
I know, because that's the whole part of insinuating, right? Is it's all about the eye of the beholder and how they perceive it. And so the wrong person obviously perceived whatever you were doing
Uh-huh.
as a little too risque
Yeah, I know.
for public
And
TV, for public TV. Maybe if
this
you had it on like a cable channel.
this happens to me all the time. I'm here for a clean channel, like a good clean channel, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're naughty." And I'm not. I'm just so
So like when you see a guy picking up a melon that has sunscreen on it, right? And then all of a sudden you have sunscreen on your face because he's vigorously wiping the sunscreen off of the melon.
he spit on
So
it.
you
He spit on it.
and he spit
Mm,
on the melon, right?
he spit
And then
on it, and then he
you
flipped it off.
insinuated that you had sunscreen on your face that
I
needed to
didn't
be
insinuate.
vigorously
I did. I did have sunscreen. I did have
that
sunscreen on my face.
that needed to be aggressively removed by a certain individual that was on the other video. You're
It's
telling me
very
that
hard
in
to get
your
it off. It's very hard. Sometimes you guys
in
spit on it.
wait. All right, I need you to answer this question. So, you're
It
telling me that in your mind of minds, there's no insinuation there?
No,
Well,
no.
the jury rests.
I'm I'm just asking questions and seeing if people would help me with living my life and helping me get sunscreen off my face, and
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
hard. It's hard. I can't.
I would imagine that it's difficult to remove sunscreen off of your face, especially
Y
the copious amounts that you had. There was a significant amount. There was like half a container of sunscreen that you deliciously poured all over your face
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
for the purpose of laughs for what it is.
Yes.
But I thought it was pretty damn funny.
Well, thank you,
Um,
sir. Thank you,
mm,
sir. I
mm,
gotta tell you, so I don't know if you're like this, right? But my audience, other than online, other than all of you people, is Kyle, right? Kyle is my target. He's my prey. He's the person I'm a bully, and he's also the person that I'm trying to make laugh. And I find that now it's been a year and a half in, I have to keep getting weirder and weirder to make these things happen still.
so
And
so just wow, there's so much here that we gotta work on. There's so
why?
much here.
I
I'm just
I think I'm great.
I think you're awesome. I think you're 100% awesome. I'm just saying that, you keep have to raise the bar every time
Yeah.
in order to impress him. Does
Oh,
that
not
concern you?
not to impress him. I just wanna make him feel uncomfortable.
So is he get basically you're telling me he's getting numb to it and you're like almost in a sadistic way beating him harder?
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. How do
Yeah.
we feel about that? How do we feel about
I
that?
mean, sometimes it's pretty funny. He was asking me if I had any special dreams of, like, special things that could that could potentially happen. Your face is killing me right now. I'm trying to tell a story, and you're making
I didn't say anything. I'm just listening intently.
anyways, so
The
I'm
film on my
trying
face speaking
I'm
for itself.
so I'm trying to tell him, you know, what I'd really like is, have you ever heard of, like, soaking? And he's like, "What?"
Soaking?
Yeah,
Like
soaking,
soaking a dirty
soaking.
shirt in the laundry machine?
No. No, 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 no.
No, no.
So in Mennonite or Hutterite culture, there is, there's a term called soaking, and it is to help people still, keep their virginity and stay pure and all of those things, and they do that by, being abstinent, but also by soaking. And soaking is where you just put it in, but you don't move. You just lie there and you and and you just put
That's
it in.
never worked. That has never worked in the history of humanity. That has never worked.
Well, that's
You
my
don't understand that.
fantasy. That's what I told him.
Yeah, Ken. You just soak in it. You just hold it there till the swelling goes down.
And then hopefully after, if he could just go into the closet and cry. Like, finish it off and just that's what I would like.
Yeah, Liz, Mrs. DBV is not on. If she is, she's watching quietly, and I will pay dearly later for this. But she is fully aware
Why
of
would
what
you
was about to take
pay?
place.
No. Mrs. Dadbod likes me. We
She loves
follow
you.
each other. We're friends.
She introduced me to you, by the way.
Oh,
I
did
just want to
she?
say that. Yeah, this was many, many moons ago when I was like a little social media peon. She was already playing around with your videos, and yeah, she's the one that introduced me. And then we had when you were doing your podcast, we had an interview on your podcast. So if you
Yes.
guys are interested, you can go see on Shameless's page the original interview, the first cringe interview that I went through with her um, many, many moons ago. Um, that was quite interesting. That was when I was still like I was unbridled and still new to all this. Now
You
I'm just
you were great. But it was so funny because we had this podcast. I'm supposed to be the host. You came on and I swear you're like, "Let's dive into this, Elle. Let's
oh yeah,
let's
yeah.
get to the bottom of these issues." Listen, I'm exactly the way I want to be right now. That's, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's really fun for me. It's really
No,
fun for me
and I
and
love
I
it.
like
I
it.
love it. I love it. I think it's absolutely awesome that you're so unhinged and that you're on the edge, but you're not over the edge, right?
I like to
You're
be on
like I
the
said,
edge.
it's very much insinuation, which you're right. It's all in the eye of the beholder. So if somebody takes it wrong, then that's on them. You can, play.
Yeah,
That's not what I meant. You can
it's
play that
not.
card
I
and get
wasn't
away
saying
with it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, most
I
of the
love
time.
it.
Sometimes I get in a lot of trouble. TikTok
Except for the
really didn't
sunscreen.
like me for a long time. Yeah.
The sunscreen was true. The sunscreen was 100%. You were doing exactly that.
Now,
You were,
I
but
n
no, you were. You were doing it.
Did
You
you
were doing it.
see did you see the videos of the other girls that one up me? Of
Oh
Clara
yeah, I
and
saw that. Yeah, and the whole compilation that you guys did together,
Oh
that was
my
awesome.
god. I laughed so hard, like, when they one up me. I thought they were just gonna show up and, like, be the same. But no, they they progressively, like, got worse and worse. What is this?
Uh, Lorraine,
Uh,
yeah, so
I bet
she's
that
basically exactly what I said. It's impossible. There's no that has failed 100% of the time
I
in the history of man.
I don't think so. I've actually heard that sometimes they get somebody to jump on the bed. So
You're defeating the purpose.
well, no, because they are not moving. It's what I heard. I don't
Is
know.
this okay? So this is in a particular
Part of
religion?
my research. Yeah. In the Mennonite and Hutterite religion, I believe.
Interesting.
Possibly
Interesting.
the Amish, I don't know.
Interesting.
But you gotta be a virgin and until you're, married because that's the religion.
So, but don't you to be a virgin, you have to still have that thing, right? Isn't that the technical virginity thing?
What, your hymen?
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I don't know if I even had one. I'm not I don't know.
Lord,
I never seen
Lord
it.
have mercy.
I didn't see it, so
Oh,
I don't know.
gosh.
I
Do many moons ago, you haven't heard that one a hot minute? Midnight? Am I the only one that says that? Do you say many moons ago? Do you ever say that?
No, no, because 'cause I'm so much younger than you.
How much younger than you are me? How much younger than you? How
Ooh.
much younger than me are you? God bless.
Are you having medicine too?
No, I'm drinking this is straight H2O. It's just
Oh.
water. Probably
I'm
should drink some of this.
39. I'm
Oh
39.
my
I'm
god,
I'm
you're such
turning
a
40
you're
this
just a
year.
baby.
I'm just a baby.
You're just a baby.
Just a baby.
I just turned 45. That's where
Sh
I am in life.
You just
It
turned
hurts.
45. Ooh,
Yeah,
so
it hurts.
old.
45 actually hurts.
Does it?
Like it's that point where you're in where you come to that realization that you I mean, it's I understand what they mean by the midlife crisis because it's really you come to the realization that you have less days in front of you than you do behind you.
Ooh.
Now, that was true maybe 5 years ago. It could have been true 10 years ago, right? But
Well, my
it really, like,
grandfather's
sets in.
92, so technically, you have 1 more year left before you meet, like, half, potentially.
Yeah, I don't have my relatives are not they don't have that long of a runway.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so you're gonna
but
die soon.
yeah, 45 hurts. Neil
No!
just turned 50. See, now you can tell who's, like, all my fans over here in the comments because they're all telling you their ages, and they're like, "Oh, just wait till you get to this age, and then it's all gonna fall to hell."
No,
It's
that's
I
not
know.
true. I have oldies. I have
Look, like,
oldies hanging out with
Jeffrey.
me.
I know Jeffrey
Now
over there
they
in
hate me.
Georgia.
They just blocked me because I called them oldies.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna lose followers out of this, I'm gonna gain.
Shit, shit.
I wish we could have a counter that would be like a net gain on both sides to see what would happen at the end of this, because you may offend more people than me.
No, I think you just offended people. Look, 45 is not that bad. I'm 45. Here, wait, here, let me put this oldie up here. Wait, you guys commenting
Wait,
too
wait, wait.
much.
Autumn, listen, Autumn, I sought out AARP. I have my card. I got the subscription, the 5-year one. I sought it out. I went and looked for it because I was like, you know what? I'm that age. I want it. I want to throw that shit down at Denny's.
Damn it, I can't find it. Everybody comments so fast. Wait till you hit
They do.
50. Wait, 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 wait. Um, yeah, I'm actually so I haven't hit an age yet where I've felt bad about it. Like I've had a few friends that like they hit even my one friend that just turned 30, he was like, "Oh, 30." I'm like, "Ugh, okay."
Or 30.
Um,
Phew,
but I've
you
had a
just hit
few friends
puberty.
turn like 40 and turn 50 and they felt like kind of bad about it. And I have yet to feel bad about an age. I haven't felt bad about any ages yet.
I wouldn't say that I feel
No.
bad. It's just a realization. It's
Yeah.
just a realization. That's
Do,
all.
do you
I
want to
don't
know
feel
what
bad
I
about it.
do feel bad about?
Well,
Hold on. Hold on. One sec.
what? Okay. She's leaving, so you all are going to be entertained by me for the next however long it takes. So this is Coffee with Creators. This is a new segment that I'm doing. Shameless is my first. I've already got some other people lined up that I'm going to do, and basically at random intervals. I'm not going to set this thing in stone. I'm just going to bring on creators, and we're going to see what happens. So yeah, that's what this whole segment is about. Uh, elaborate on AARP, Nick. Do you not know what AARP is? American Association of Retired People. That's your old people card. With that, you get lots of discounts on all kinds of great things. Insurance is one of them, life insurance. They have their own life insurance, so get an AARP card today.
Are you doing
AARP.com.
a commercial?
Yeah, I am. Did you know that AARP is actually headhunting Gen Xers right now? If you watch the AARP website and their TikTok, their videos are all targeting Gen Xers.
Oh.
They are 100%. They're targeting us,
Hmm.
and it's age discrimination because we're the age that should be signing up, and obviously I am.
So do you wanna
Uh,
see my show and tell time?
well, we're having show and tell time.
Yeah.
This is oh, you fixed it.
Yeah, I had to duct tape it.
Okay, what are we gonna show and tell?
See, but this thing my dad had one of these, okay? And I would watch him, like, scratch his back, and I'm like, "Ugh, you can't even scratch your own back." Like, I don't know why I was so just disturbed by it. But I got one in my stocking, and I need 10 of these. Like, I need one in my car, in my purse, on the couch, in the bed, possibly in the bathroom. Like, I just, it gets in there and it's like, "Oh, I gotta do it right now." But, it's just so good. It's so good. And it's like, oh, I just
Mrs. DBV
it's
has me for that, and I don't get to scratch my back. I'm not allowed to.
no, no, I'm
I'm
telling you,
not allowed
you
to.
gotta put one of these in her stocking because it's just, like, the best
Why?
thing.
She would then she wouldn't she likes my nubs because I chew my fingernails, so I have these weird, like
You
she
can't
calls them the
always have
nubs.
your nubs available. Your nubs are not always there.
Because I don't know, she holds it until my nubs are there.
She holds
Like,
her
right
in.
now, that's right now what she's doing is she's waiting for me to come to England. I have to fly all the way to England to
Okay.
scratch her back.
Well, see, but this is the thing that I feel that happens when you get older is, like, you get certain gifts that are, like, old people gifts, you know? Young people don't have back scratchers.
This was my first old people gift that I got.
Oh, show me. That was a gift?
That was a gift. It was a gift,
Is it
okay?
it's reading glasses?
I now have, like, 10 pairs of them because it's the best old people gift I've ever gotten. Because that's where I am in life, is I need these. I need these to
I
look at
think
anything.
I think somebody just sent you money.
What?
It
You
says
got money?
$5 something. What's this?
What does that mean? What does that
Uh,
do?
I don't know. Wait.
What? Salty
Oh,
vet dad, thank you.
how do you look at
That's
that?
awesome.
Oh.
I
Oh,
just
that
pulled it
was
up.
so sweet.
That was so sweet. That's awesome, Salty. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What about
I
me?
I did not expect that from anyone. That's not why we're here. We're here to waste time and have fun and
Yes.
engage with you
We're
guys.
talking about old people things. You
Yeah,
know what
old people
else I
things.
found as I've gotten older is, like, half the time, if not 3/4 of the time when I go to the doctor, I tell him what's wrong with me. I'm like, "This is happening and I have this." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, that happens when you get older." And I'm like, "So what? So we don't do anything about it? It's just like, yeah, you're old, so obviously." Like,
Uh,
nothing's wrong with you anymore. They're just like, "Oh, you're old. You're getting
You do
old."
understand. Here's what I've realized about modern medicine. Their whole purpose in life is to keep you as comfortable as possible until you die.
Well, I'm not
They're not
comfortable just being with my old shit. Like,
I said as
oh,
possible.
I didn't
As
say
po
that.
You did it. See, that's it. We need a bleeper. This is why
Yeah.
we need to be on, like, a 5-second delay so I can bleep.
Oh,
I need a bleep button.
oh.
Like a bleep, bleep.
Do you wanna just do it for me?
What? Bleep.
Just anytime you
Bleep.
sense, like, a swear coming, just be like, "Just
Just like bleep,
nope."
bleep. No, that's what it is. I mean, that's what modern medicine does, is it does its best job at keeping you as comfortable as possible until you die. That's the reality. Like, today, I have been dealing with a bad hip for years, right?
Yeah.
And, I had my hip scoped, and they did the orthoscopy on it. I'm not gonna hit menopause, Rachel, so don't worry about that. I'm exempt. I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna hit menopause, when things start to not work the way that they were supposed to. But I went in there for the hip, and I'm finally get to the point where I'm talking about a hip replacement. So he basically says to me after, reviewing an MRI and all that stuff, he says, basically, he's like, "Look, it's gonna happen sometime. It's your choice when you wanna do it." I'm like, "Well, what do you think?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. How bad is it?" I'm like, what kind of answer is that? How bad is it? You're the doc. You're supposed to tell me, yay, verily, or don't do it,
Yeah.
right? Or you
Yeah.
don't need it. But that's not what it is anymore. They're here to make you as comfortable as possible until you die. And if that means they replace your hip at 45, so be it. That's where we are.
I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind if they make me comfortable. I like that.
That's awesome, Thomas. Outpatient hospice. That's awesome.
Outpatient hospice. Oh, damn.
That's awesome. That's a
Yeah.
best answer
I
I've seen so
just
far.
I just want them to still fix some things though, you know? Like, I just want them to, like, I had the dentist tell me I had old teeth, and I was like,
But you got,
"Is
even at
that a
39,
thing?" Like,
you got some miles on you. Remember, it's not the age of the car, it's the miles that you've driven.
I feel
Okay.
like that's the biggest insult I've ever had, John.
Well, how many miles do you feel like you've been uh, do you feel like you've been driven hard?
Okay, let's do this, okay? Let's do this. In the comments, how many miles has Elle been driven? Imma say let me do some quick math, okay? I was 15, okay, so we're starting from 15.
Why are
Ooh,
we starting whoa, 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 whoa. Bring it back. What's
why?
the significance of 15?
That's when I, got my first vehicle.
I hope that's where you were going with that because I just said the whole situation. I didn't say anything in particular. Just want to make sure we're all tracking.
That's when I had my first drive, and it was nice. Actually, it wasn't that nice. It was a really short drive. Um,
It was a test drive.
yeah. So, what is that? That's okay, so ooh, that's 25 years that I've been driving vehicles. So, I don't know, average of, like, 10
15,000
minutes?
miles a year, 10 to 15,000 miles a year.
10
So
minutes
times
twice a
25. Somebody
week.
do the math. 10 to 15,000 miles per year times
What
25. How many
somebody
miles
do
is that, people?
10 minutes twice a week for a month for 25 years. What's that?
Oopsie, this just turned left. Yeah, I know, right? I was not talking about what she's talking about.
That's
She's
shit,
insinuating something.
that's a lot of miles. That's a lot of miles. Wait, wait, wait.
What's so you're a Honda.
It's an average, you gotta break it down. Some are 3 seconds, some are an hour, so, yeah.
So at 10,000 miles a year, it would be 250,000 miles. That is definitely Honda material. You got to be a Honda to keep running after that kind of wear and tear.
Okay, so Jason and Shannon Sims say, 250,000 miles. That's if it's a Toyota, there's still a good 150,000
I
miles
mean,
on it.
most American vehicles, you're gonna have to rebuild at about 150 to 200.
I'm starting to rebuild already.
So if you're still running on original equipment, you're stretching it.
Maintenance has been performed. There's definitely been maintenance along the way.
You might need an overhaul in there.
Listen, everything is
I'm
fine. Everything is perfectly healthy
whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
good.
I'm just, as a mechanic, I'm just saying from my professional perspective, at certain amount of miles, you need to go in for an overhaul.
Kelly Sharkey says built Ford tough.
Kelly, we are a Ford family over here. We got 3 Fords, so I fully agree with you. Definitely Ford tough.
Super Ford
That's
tough.
that's why I drive a Ford F-150. Oh, boy.
Tell me about you and Mrs. Dad Bod.
What's there to tell? We're awesome.
Tell us the story. Like, tell us how you met and how that all happened.
I think we did this before.
We did, but I forgot.
No, I think we did this before, and you critiqued me on how I was telling the story, and so I had to tell it from a woman's perspective. Do you remember this?
No, yes, I do remember, and then I said, "No, tell me." You tried to talk in a woman's voice, and I'm like, "No, tell me, like, the
Because
way
I
a
was telling
woman
you,
would say it with
I was like,
detail."
we met on Match.com. We had some beers one night. We were watching college football at the local bar. Both of our teams just happened to be playing that night. Both of them won, and it was a hell of a night. That was my version of it. And you're
Right.
like, "No, tell me from a girl's perspective." I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
my god." So, I met him on Match, and he was, like, so calm and easy with me, and we talked for, like, 2 weeks, and then he decided that it was time that maybe we should go out. He didn't ask me right up front, but he insinuated, and so I was like, "Okay, let's just go out just one time." I didn't think anything of it. I thought there was gonna be nothing with it, and so we went out, and it was this really, like, dive bar. It was an Irish pub, and we sat there, and he drank a lot of beer, like, a lot of beer.
Uh-huh.
And we were watching college football, and I don't know, I'm still with him.
Okay.
Is that it? Is that better?
No, you need to work on your storytelling, and I'm surprised that I have to say that to you because you are a storyteller, and I'm really disappointed.
I'm, like, hurt.
Yeah,
You don't like my story.
I know I don't.
I'm upset.
No, it felt lacking romance.
Do you want the truth, or
Yeah,
do you want romance?
both. I want you to romanticize your life.
Ooh, how about that?
Yeah.
Boopsie, that was hurtful. See? I felt it too. That was very hurtful. That
No,
was
it
very
wasn't
hurtful.
hurtful, it was honest. I'm a very honest person.
Um,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. I
okay.
just say it
W
like it is, and that's the way it is.
well, I was very honest with you about the way that we met. I was very honest.
Yeah, but it was lacking in buildup. It wasn't a good story. You gotta tell it so that there's, like, buildup, and then people are, like, along on the story with you, and then they're like, "Yes," and then they finally got together and they found their perfect match. They have to be happy for you. People are like, "Ah, he coulda met anybody," you know?
I couldn't have met anybody because I met her.
I know. I have this sense that there's, you know, that you're a person with like actual like real sweetness. I think you're real sweet. I do.
Oh, I
I get
am.
that feeling about you.
There's a big giant teddy bear in here somewhere.
I
He's
bet
just
you there
caged up,
is.
and he's being guarded by wolverines,
Okay.
inside of a castle that has a moat around it that's full of alligators. Outside of that moat, there's a big open field that's got lots of landmines, and then there's some tanks on the other side of that field that just make sure that the radars are working properly to make sure that no one comes near that
Okay.
teddy bear.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's about what we get with this one.
How long have you
But
guys
no.
been together?
At least a fortnight. No,
At least a
12,
fortnight.
13, almost 13 years now?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
13 years.
That's a good
And she
while.
hasn't killed me. She hasn't killed me yet, though she's wanted to.
You think she will?
I won't I won't know because she's kind of that person. She watches a lot. Let me ask you a question, okay? And I'm gonna ask this question to the whole audience here. Tell me exactly why you females have what's the right word for it? Affliction, I don't know, a desire, a need, a attraction to murder mystery TV shows.
I don't.
You're one of like
I'm I'm
0.
I'm one of the few because I have a very vivid imagination, and so if I watch that stuff, I will die in my dreams that night. I will also, for the next week, need to, like, carry a knife around the house, and I won't be able to pee by myself because 'cause I'm pretty sure there's somebody in the shower.
The word is propensity. That's the word I was looking for, propensity.
Yeah.
Use that properly in a sentence. Yes, you guys have a propensity towards murder mysteries. Maybe you, not
I don't.
you individually, but
No.
if I was going to go on the spectrum, you being on this side, and then the extreme ones who actually do kill people being on the other side, 80% of the women in this world have a propensity towards murder mystery TV shows. Can you please explain that to me
I
and the
cannot.
audience?
I don't understand anybody that watches that shit because I think they're studying. My ex used to watch that, and I'm like, "Why are you watching?
Oh,
Why are
he
you
watched it.
so interested?" I
Wow.
I thought he was gonna kill me. Yeah.
Well,
Also,
that's how
this
I
is
feel.
Keith is
And which is
depressed about your voice, just so you know.
Keith, there are many voices in my head. If we get to know each other, maybe one day you'll hear all of them, and then you'll run away, terrified.
Okay, so see, all these people okay, these people are answering you. Obsessed, always finding ways to kill okay.
Mhm.
Well,
Uh-huh,
ooh.
uh-huh. Yeah, so back to your question about does she want to kill me? I'll never know. I'll be dead. I'll never know, but I can tell you that the evidence stream is significant that would point towards her. Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
I mean, it's obviously a thing, I just missed out on it. I watch the sexy shows. I like to watch, right now I'm watching Chicago, Fire,
Mhm,
and I watch
mhm,
Bridgerton and Ginny and Georgia, and,
mhm,
there's one called Circle Life, and, I like 50 Shades of Grey and Magic Mike, and I like all those
mhm,
ones.
mhm.
Yeah.
And what is Kyle into?
Kyle likes stuff like Oppenheimer, and he likes Big Bang Theory, and
Okay.
he likes, I don't know, like, shitty shows. I don't know. I don't watch his shows
Why do you call them shitty?
because I don't like them myself.
So let's unpack that because you have a particular genre that you're attracted to,
Right, and
right? And he
anything
has a
else
particular
is shitty.
and if it's not Scottish, it's clap, right? Is
If
that
it's
what you're saying?
not what I like, I think it's shitty.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying in less words. You're downplaying his value,
No,
really.
it's not about that. It's you're asking me what kind of shows I think they are, and I think they're shit.
The crap. You're
Crap.
saying the
We're
crap.
saying
That's right. You're saying
crap.
the crap.
We're saying good words.
Crap's not a bad word.
Okay. No, I was talking to myself.
Oh, you don't say
Mm,
the S word. Don't say the S word.
I'm trying not to.
You're gonna get beeped. Mr.
I'm
Bean, I love Mr. Yeah.
I have a bad potty mouth, and it's very hard to stop.
Is it and I don't wanna stereotype because I know I have another Canadian friend, colleague, and he's from Toronto, though,
Mhm.
but he is super potty mouth. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a
He's
few of
super
us
potty mouth.
Canadians like that.
Is it a Canadian thing?
Yeah.
Are you really as nice as the world thinks you are? Or
Yes.
are you nice like we are down in the South?
So,
Right.
listen, it's not that we're gonna be nice if you're mean to us, but the thing it's like a general politeness.
Mhm,
So, like, I went to Europe a year and a half ago. I went
mhm,
just over a year ago, like last March 2023, and I felt very confused because I was there and I would like here when you walk and you see someone, you always at least give them a side smile if you don't say hello. So when you like see them and you're like, you know, and you give them like a little smile. And so I kept doing that and people looked at me weird. Like they looked at me like I was some sort of psycho or something. And I was in a grocery store and there was this really cute baby and their family and I looked and I was like, "Oh, so cute." Like and I like smiled in like, "Oh, what a cute baby." And they like looked like they were trying to protect their baby from me.
hmm.
It was so it was and I had a similar experience when I was in New York and New Jersey that people don't just smile and say hi all the time.
You
Like
you
that.
never came you've never come to the South then.
No, I haven't.
If you
No.
come to the South, everybody will say hi to you.
Okay.
Obnoxiously, everybody will say
Okay.
hi to you. Here's a good story. So Mrs. DBV is from Oregon originally.
Okay.
California, she was born, but she was raised in Oregon, in Bend, Oregon, which if anybody knows Bend, Oregon, that's the home of the best beer in the world, in my opinion. That is the Shoots, who makes a beer called the Black Butte Porter, which is an absolutely awesome beer. If you guys ever get out there, try the Shoots. Anyway, I'm not plugging them anymore. So she had never encountered the Southern conversational requirements. In the South, when people, when you meet people, your cable guy, your gardener, your pest control people, whatever, and they're coming over for the first time, maybe the second time, maybe the third time, they're going to talk to you, and you're going to talk back. And I mean, it's going to be a half-hour conversation that they're going to have with you and tell you all about their family, their mama, whatever. They're complete strangers, right? You're going to have this conversation with them when you meet them, and that's just Southern courtesy. And that's just the way it is, right? If somebody
Okay.
is at the gas station with you, they'll come up and they'll start talking to you, and they see you got a nice car, whatever. They'll come up and randomly just start talking to you, and they sit there and have a conversation for half an hour at the gas station. That's normal.
Wow.
That's normal
Okay.
everyday life,
I
right?
don't know if I
And
can do that.
well, Mrs. DBV, she had not encountered such a culture before in her life. So every time somebody would come over to the house once we lived together, she would get really like angry. Like she wanted them to leave. And I'm like, look, that's not how it works around here. We got to have a conversation. That's my air conditioning guy. All right.
Yeah.
Because, I get to know my air conditioning guy and, know his family. We went to high school, blah, 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 whatever. The threads run deep here. And if you don't embrace that, then, the threads also run deep that you'll get known as somebody that doesn't embrace it. And that's not what you want
Right.
because then people walk around and they'll start saying stuff to you. Like, for instance, if I was to say to you right now, bless your heart, well, how do you feel about that?
It feels condescending.
Oh, bless your heart. Now, see, that is a term that if somebody says it to you, there's two ways that it's going to go. They mean bless your heart like you're simple,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
they actually do mean bless your heart, like bless
Like
your
you're
heart.
sweet. Like you're so
Like you're
sweet.
sweet, bless your heart, but
Yeah.
there's always a tone of you're an idiot and bless your heart. So
Right.
if you hear somebody say bless your heart in the South and you don't know them very well, most likely it's not a good thing.
Oh.
But
Okay. Well,
but
I'll
that's
keep that in mind. I will
that's
keep
how
that
they
in mind.
do it. So Southerners are polite, but they're also underhanded.
Yeah. I mean, Canadians are too, right? Like Canadians will say something to you like, "Oh, you're really sweet." Like, like they'll say something like that and they'll mean the exact opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our words. It's bless
Yeah.
your heart.
Um, so I gotta ask you this because I just had to block somebody on here because he was like spamming our chat, telling me that he would, like to get to know me and stuff. Um, do you have like people that just email you like all the time and
No, no, I don't really. I think that because I'm a dude, and I hate to say it like that, but I think because I'm a dude and
women are
a
not
pretty
as forward?
no, they are. They're just not as forward with me, I guess. Which I'm okay with. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's the persona I put off.
Mhm.
Nothing about my content has anything to do with sexuality at all. I mean, there's no innuendos or anything.
Right.
Or maybe it's the fact that I'm a big bearded dude. I don't know, but I don't get it. I don't get those type of
That's probably true.
people.
Because of my content, I think I definitely get a few more of those,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And the whole male versus female thing, right? Men are way more aggressive. At least my perception of it is that they're way more, um, yeah, creepy. It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you ever seen the videos that I have of, some guy that he left me audio messages.
What?
Yeah, he left me, like, 5 audio messages, and they started out with, I think you're, what I can't remember exactly. Fuck, I can't remember how it started out, but it basically ended up you are as crazy as a bag of kittens. And then it just went on from there where he's like, but not just like regular kittens, like disabled kittens, kittens with cerebral palsy on their period. And then he just like went on describing the disabled cerebral palsy kittens on the period.
Awesome.
And I'm like, okay. And then the next message was, but I'd really like to tap that. I just tap you like a maple tree, and then and then it goes, I'm like, what the hell?
So this is obviously a Canadian. This has to be a
No,
Canadian.
he was from the UK, but he knew I was Canadian, so he started talking
Oh,
about
the maple
maple
tree thing.
syrup. Yeah,
Got it.
and so
Okay.
then the next message was, "Scratch that, there can be nothing between us. I seen you have a son, and he plays basketball, and that's a C sport, and no son of mine will ever play basketball. They play, like, something rugged, but I'd still like to tap you, so if you're okay with that." Like, it was just, like it was unhinged. It was probably the most unhinged messages I've ever gotten in my life.
Wow.
It was funny though.
Uh,
I laughed. I sent him a
no,
message
I would.
back.
I
I'm
mean,
like, "There's."
I would have a blast with that.
I
I
did.
would have a blast with that.
I took them and made videos from them because
Oh
it
man.
made me laugh so bad. But, yeah, some people are really aggressive with it, I'll definitely, like, every once in a while get the pictures and then just the aggressive messages like, "I know you want it. I seen you. You like it. And don't give me none of
Well,
that stuff about we don't know each other. How do you think we're gonna know each other?" Like, it's just yeah, it's like a little bit.
I I don't get those. I get what I like to call negative inspirationalists. Those are my
Okay.
haters. Those are my haters.
Oh, you get people that send you hate mail?
Yeah, yeah. And I actually I make them popular, but I
Like,
make them
in the
popular in a good way.
emails? In emails?
Well, I'll take the emails, I'll take their comments in the threads, and I'll make videos out of them and call them negative inspirationalists. I never want to bash them, right? Because they're part of
No,
this evolution. They're part of the whole system. The ecosystem doesn't live without negativity with all this positivity. There has to be balance, right? And
totally.
so I actually embrace them as part of the family,
Mhm.
and I have the followers embrace them as follow part of the family. Like everybody say hello to this. What was his name? My most popular one was from back in the day, Dutch Hutter. He got banned on TikTok, I guess, because he was a very popular negative inspirationalist who used to go around and do it to everybody. But he was my negative inspirationalist, and I brought him like into the family. And he couldn't do it to me anymore because he knew I was going to turn it on him and make it positive, and he hated it. So every time I would celebrate something, like celebrate a milestone, like every 100,000, before I get to a
Yeah.
million, he would like go out there and be like, "Oh, you're just playing the same old stuff. Play it out, blah blah blah." And I would be like, "Oh man, there you are. I was getting so high on my horse until you're here, and now you brought balance to that. Thank you so much, Dutch. I missed you so much. Everybody say hi to Dutch."
Yeah.
And, and that's what I do with him. That's what I do with all my haters. I
I
love them.
like to spur them on a little bit. Like, when they put, like, bad messages about me and they're like, "She's just a dirty," you know, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah," and then, like, I like to go with it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
roll with it.
I heard one time when she was like 15, she was doing this, and it was just the worst, I
What?
like to spur them on. Yeah.
What? So did you hear what happened to you know who Justin Nunley is, right?
Yes, I know who Dustin
Did you
Nunley
see
is.
that? Did you Oh, you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, no, I
You
didn't
don't
say it like
you don't like
anything.
Justin? Do you like
I
Justin?
do.
Is
Me
Justin
and
I
me and Justin are old friends.
I feel like there's something behind that. You wanna elaborate?
Nope.
You
No.
guys aren't you got
No, we're good old friends. We used to go live together all the time, and, we were friendly. Me and him and Parody Mom all did a lot of lives together.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
See, you
probably
started
in
you
2021.
yeah,
Yeah.
you started before me. So you were way ahead of your time.
We were good
Um,
friends, shortly before he hit, like, 1,000,000,
yeah,
and then for a bit after he hit 1,000,000, I think.
and now he's gone absolutely
That has
astronomical.
nothing I don't think that has anything to do with why we haven't, like, done lives or anything like that, but,
No, I don't think he's
yeah.
been doing live with anybody, to be honest. He's doing, like, big boy podcasts and stuff like that, but the point is, he had somebody show up to his house.
Yeah.
I don't know
Mhm.
if you saw that video
I
about
did
that.
see that, yeah.
Yeah, that's just for everybody in the audience here. If you're watching this, there are a couple people that I actually know over here, but, unless you know somebody personally, don't do that. Don't do that.
Honestly, and I don't take emails either. Like, for myself, like, people will email me because they want to message me and I don't do DMs, I don't do emails. There's a reason why I don't do any of those things. I don't message back. So unfortunately that's the way it is. But I just my emails for business. So if it's not business, I just delete it immediately. Um and that's it. Like I
Who is
just
this spamming us? Somebody's spamming us.
who's spamming us?
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I
Spammer.
got it. I'm getting the
Get them.
spammers.
Get him.
I'm getting the spammers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of crazies out there. So don't be crazy. We love you all, but if we meet in person and we get to get to know each other, that's a different story. But yeah, that's weird. God, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's scary.
it is because you wanna feel, like, comfortable in your own home, and, the fact that people can go that people are smart enough to go out there and watch all your videos and figure out where you're from and find
Hmm.
you, that.
Yeah,
But you really just hope that they don't,
they won't. But I
it's
hope they won't.
yeah, yeah.
Listen, folks, I live out in the woods, and if you get to my house, first of all, you really wanted to come here. Um, Boopsy knows where I live. Boopsy and I are actually there's a guy in the thing. He's actually a guy I played football with in high school. He's a creator now.
Oh,
But we live out in the woods. We live on the sticks, and we got a pig farmer real close to us. So I'm just saying, if you've ever seen the movie Snatch, you know what I'm talking about with a pig farmer. So that's just all I got to say.
I don't know if I have seen that. I don't know if I have
What?
seen that. I don't think I have seen that.
You haven't seen Snatch? It's like Guy Ritchie's
No.
first movie. You know who Guy Ritchie is, right?
Yes.
Okay, who's making like the best movies ever? Like every Guy Ritchie movie that comes out, I have to see it like immediately. Like the most recent one is the League of and something I don't know. It had the guy that played Superman in it, and also the guy from Reacher in it. It was hilarious. He
I
does all
don't
these like action movies that are really funny. Anyway, in the movie Snatch, there's this long diatribe that one of the characters, Bricktop, talks about have a friend with a pig farmer that's a pig farmer, and he goes through talking about how quickly a pig can digest an entire body, flesh and all, when it's hungry. How many pounds it can eat. It's a really good. It has Brad Pitt in it. It was got one of Guy Ritchie's first movies, but you should watch it. Anyway, the point is, if you know anybody who has a pig farm, you should become friends with them because you may need them at one point.
okay, there's another guy in here. I was trying to but it's not giving me the option to,
Block
delete
him.
people anymore. No. It's there was, like, little lines on there that would allow me to block people, but it doesn't allow me to do that anymore. I don't
Well,
know
that's okay.
why.
Everybody in here is awesome, and we don't have any. Yeah, you like Dags? You like Dags? Dags. You don't know the reference.
So, tell me, we didn't even cheers to you. You hit
What do I do?
1,000,000 on Instagram today, and
Did I?
that's such a milestone. That congratulations.
Is it? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm part of a
Yeah,
new club. I've created a new club today. I created it
you
today.
did.
Never heard of it
You
before.
created
The
it. Okay.
the Million Fit Club. Facebook,
So
Instagram,
you
and
can call
TikTok.
them fitties.
Yeah, well, no, you Fitty is when you get to YouTube. So your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
Okay.
and YouTube.
Okay.
I'm just a million fit.
What do
That's
you
all.
have? No, you have 1,000,000 on Facebook too, don't you?
Well, that's the F, fit, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay. Okay. Oh, oh,
And
so
then the
okay.
Y would be fitty.
Okay. All right.
So, yes, I did, and it's, I am so humbled and really appreciative of everybody who follows and watches my stuff, because honestly, when I started doing this, I never expected to get to here. But
No.
we are where we are, and we love where we are, and we're gonna keep doing it. So,
Who
thank
expects
you.
that? Nobody does. I don't think anybody
No.
does. You just get on and you're like, "That looks fun, like, let me do that." And
Yeah.
and
Let me
all of
be
a
an
sudden
idiot with
people
my
like it.
phone, and then they
Yeah.
keep watching it, and then they comment, and then they share it, and
Yeah.
then the next thing you know, all your actual friends are sending you pictures of people that are sending them your videos.
Uh-huh.
Like, my
Mm.
best friend he lives down in Panama now, like the country Panama, and he's always sending me a picture of people sending him my videos, and they don't know that, we're friends.
Right.
It's just weird. It's
Yeah.
just weird. So let me ask you a question. When people recognize you out in town, how do you handle that?
Not well.
Really?
Not well. No, I get really awkward. It doesn't happen to me often. Like I've maybe got recognized like 5 times in my own town and maybe 5 times outside of my own town in 4 years. So, when it does happen, it's not something I'm used to and and I never expect it. Like so when people start waving at me, I always think like, "Oh, did I do their hair?" Or um are they my kid's friend's mom? Or, like, I just don't expect that it's from TikTok or from social media. So, when it does happen, I get very awkward and embarrassed, and, like, I had somebody recognize me just the other day, and I was in my car making a video, and, through the corner of my eye, I seen this girl walking past, and she was kinda walking slow, and I looked out at her, and she waved at me, and I was like, "Oh," and I rolled down the window to say hi, and she's like, "You're Shameless Elle," and I'm like, "No?"
No?
Like,
No? So
"What?"
you're humble, that's good.
I just
That's
I get
good.
I get embarrassed because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, she just fucking caught me making a video outside of Staples in my car," you know? And she's like, "I seen you, while I was parked, and I called my sister right away," and I'm like, "It's her. I can see her," and she's, like, doing all the face movements and the hand movements just like she normally does, and I knew it was you, and I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I'll have that, like, weird loud laugh that's like,
The awkward laugh.
yeah, yeah, I don't know what to say. I just, I get kinda embarrassed.
Does it ever happen with Kyle around?
No, it's never no, no,
Not
it's
yet?
never happened with Kyle around.
So
No. Oh, actually, no, it did happen once at a concert, but it wasn't a fan, it was somebody that I knew from TikTok that
oh,
she's like, "You're Shameless Elle." And I was at a concert and she was serving me a beer and she's like, "I'm so and so," and, like, it was another creator, and she recognized me. So,
oh, okay.
kind of, but not really? Yeah.
So Mrs. DBV has been my coach because I was the same way as you.
Okay.
And she would every time that we would have a scenario like that, doesn't matter where it was, she would, uh, do, like, a little autopsy afterwards, and she would coach me on how to do it better the next time. And she even
Okay.
started carrying, like, my merch in her purse. Like, I have coins and stickers and stuff like that, so she carries them in her purse in case it happens, and then as I'm talking to the person, she'll, like, nudge me and hand it to me and say, "Here, go give him this." Because it is,
They don't take that weird? Like, I feel okay. Truthfully, I feel very small. I don't feel famous. I don't feel like a big creator that people know. I don't feel like that inside. I really don't. And so when people are excited to see me, which it's happened very, very rarely, I don't know what to do with it. And I feel like I would feel even more awkward if I was like, sure, yeah, you want some merch? Like, I don't know
or
what
you
I
wanna
would.
take a picture or something like that,
You think
That's
people wanna
fine.
take picture?
Yes. 100%.
No.
100%. Yes. 100%.
No, they don't. No. Maybe with you. You're a much bigger creator
No,
than me.
whatever. I'm not, but see, the only reason I'm a bigger creator than, do you remember when we did the podcast the first time?
Yes?
You were bigger than me then. You were bigger than me.
Was
Yeah,
it?
you were. Yes, you were. I asked you if I could be on your podcast.
I don't think that's true.
This is true because I was a small creator and I was searching out people to do podcasts with. And I sent you an email when you started it and said, "Can I be on your podcast?" You were twice the size of me at that point. The only
Oh.
reason you're smaller than me is because you took a break.
Well, I took
That's the
I took,
only
like,
reason.
an 8-month break,
Yeah, that's
but
my point. You took an 8-month break. So that means that you still have that following there, and now you're getting more following, and you will be just as big as I am right now in a matter of a blink of an eye. No doubt, no doubt. So the reason I say that is, you got to kind of get ready.
I have
You
to
got
get
to kind
used
of
to it.
you have to get used to it. Yeah, you do. You have to get used to it because you got to think about it from their perspective, from all these awesome people that are here right now watching us. They would love more than anything for you to make them feel important when you're interacting with them. You know what I mean? Embrace them just as much as they want to embrace you because they put time and effort into following you and watching all your content, sharing it, commenting, and doing all the other stuff they do to love us, right? And so we as creators have to give that back to them. Even if it makes us uncomfortable, it will get easier the more you do it. The more you put it in, you know, uh, put it back into their hands, it gets easier. As uncomfortable as it makes you, because you got
So,
the platform.
Jeffrey
You are the celebrity.
Jeffrey is saying the same thing. Jeffrey is one of my, like, big supporters. He's really helped me build my page on Facebook. Um
Yep.
Somebody also was talking about, like, imposter syndrome, and I really do, honestly, like, I really, really do because and not only that, but, I mean, my father has always, really reinforced, "Be respectful, be humble, don't get a fucking big head because you're not, so special." And so maybe in that thinking, I just I haven't even thought about what I would do if somebody approached me or what they would say or what I would do. Um, but when they do, I'm always like, "Eh, yeah," like, I don't know what to say. Like, I just don't, So it's something, you know what? It's something I'll think about for sure. I think I'm always worried about coming off full of myself and I'm
You're
not.
not. You're
No, I'm not.
not.
No, I'm not.
You're but at least you're not like me that when you talk in public, people don't go like, "Well, where's the voice?" Because I get that more than up. Like, so here's a funny one. This is hilarious, right? Um, I'm doing an ad for Guardio right now, right? I don't know
Or
if you've
what
seen
is
this
that?
video.
What is
Guardio,
it?
it's an app that protects your private information by searching all the dark web for it. But I did a video for them, and it's a tool that I use. So if anybody's seen that video, I actually use that tool. I was using it before I did the ad. I'm not going to push anything in ads that I would not use or don't already use myself. But I did the video in my natural voice, this voice, because I wanted it to be more of a serious video to say that this is important, blah blah blah.
And people
Oh
mad?
my
People
God,
mad?
no, no. They were emailing me and they were emailing Guardio and saying that it was a deep fake. They were really doing that. I mean, and I love them for what they're doing because they'd never heard my voice before. And so they were so set back for it, they thought it was a deep fake. They thought it was an AI deep fake. And
Oh,
the truth
that
of the matter is that it could have happened, but
right.
that's where I am, is like I'm right now I'm me, but when I do my videos, I'm him. You know what I mean? It's a completely different persona. And so when people meet me in public, sometimes they're expecting their persona and they don't get it. And so they're sometimes let down.
Okay, so I gotta say, like, there's I would say the majority of creators that I've met or talked to or spent time, having a conversation with, I would say 9 times out of 10, they are not the exact persona that you see. It's a small piece of them.
Right.
However, people like Single Mom Saga, she's exactly everything that you see in her videos. That
She's
is exactly how
raw.
she is, right? Um, for me, you know, I have this persona of just being endlessly thirsty, when really I just like to throw jokes. I just like to make people feel uncomfortable. I like to be weird. I like I really enjoy it. I enjoy being weird and I enjoy doing those things, but this is the only place that I get to be that person. You know, in my real life,
Yeah.
I have to be, you know, business Elle. I have to be mom Elle. I have to do all these regular life things. And so this is my outlet. This is like my place where I'm like, okay, let me be weird. Let me have fun. Let me do all these weird things. And if I didn't have this, the only time you would ever see that is when I'm drinking with my girlfriends. That's like when you'd really see it. Um, and a few pieces here and there, like, you know, when I drop my kids off at school, if there was like a new guy teacher outside, I'd be like, oh, that's a pretty boy, you know, and like make my kids feel uncomfortable because I really like to do that. But for the most part, I'm not this person, but I think a lot of my followers and a lot of people that follow me, they really think I'm just walking around bow-legged, just, like, dripping, thirsty all the time. It like, this is that's what they think of me, and I'm like, "This it's a little bit of an act." Like, a little bit. Like, I love you, but, it's not fully me, you know? It's just the one little naughty
So
piece of me.
this is a great question because this is where I am with my content, right? Is a lot of it is starting to blend in, and I'm starting to do more content that's like real life content.
Yeah.
Will you ever merge towards bringing your real life into your social media life?
I do. I do. So, I mean, there's a lot of content that I post that's like, you know, mom content or me talking about my kids or me talking about regular life and that is there. It's just that the ones that are me being thirsty are generally my viral videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna because like when I go to England this time, I'm dead serious. Open invite. If you guys see me in England, please say hi to me because I'll take pictures of you. Oh, Colonel, what's up? I'll tell you a story about this guy in a minute. Let's save this one. Oh, where'd he go? But I'm gonna really make it a point to um interact with people while I'm there because I've got a lot of followers that are over in the UK, and I want to at least spend some time with them while I'm out there with that. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to merge the two worlds a little bit, especially on Instagram. Instagram's the greatest platform for that. Um, so yeah, that's where I am with it. I mean, have you ever thought about that kind of stuff?
Like doing like meet and greet.
Like just interacting with people in public and posting it on your social pages.
No.
It doesn't even
I
have to be like a meet and greet. It could be like you meet a follower or you're out. Let's say you take a vacation somewhere and you just notify your followers ahead of time and you say,
no.
"Hey, if you see me, say hi."
No.
No? Okay.
No. I Truthfully, okay, so, like, you asked me about the movies and stuff like that, and if I watched any scary movies, and I don't. So I like and I don't wanna go, like, too serious into it, but I have a lot of trauma from my past, and, we had somebody break into my home, and I was just there with, like, babysitter and, like, hiding behind the door and watched him come in and assault my babysitter, and, like, I just I'm a very, like, fearful kind of person, and
Yeah.
I don't invite strangers into my life. I just don't, and, I just I feel uncomfortable, and I and as much as I like to make everybody else feel uncomfortable, online, I I I feel very uncomfortable in public situations. I feel uncomfortable when there's too large of a crowd. I don't know if I could do it.
So what if we had a creator meet and greet sometime in the future? Would you come?
Probably not. I don't know.
Oh, Pooh.
No,
That
I
made
don't
me
know.
sad. You're the one that I was hoping would come. It'd be fun.
To a creator meet and greet?
Yeah, we were talking about it amongst some other creators.
I mean, maybe if it was like a big like, if it was like a setup thing and
Yeah, it'd be like a
I
setup
could
thing.
understand, like, the expectation and, like, have a
Yeah,
hotel room to go yeah, I think
yeah, it'd be
yeah.
like that's the situation.
I like that more than being approached in public.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So for instance, here's a good example. This guy right here, his name is Ryan Crank. He is one of my followers, and he's actually the one who helped me get my Facebook page back after it got
Oh,
hijacked. He is a
Ryan,
colonel
I
in the
need to be
U.S.
friends with you.
He is a colonel in the U.S. Army. He's an awesome guy, and he invited me down to. He's actually in Fort. I'm gonna butcher it. Fort Moore, which used to be Fort Benning, Georgia, and he's in charge of the tank center of excellence. Basically, that's where they have all the tank divisions down
Okay.
there, and they do a competition called the Sullivan's Cup. So he invited me and my videographer, BJ in the morning. That's my brother-in-law, and we went down there. We got to watch tanks shoot at stuff.
Really?
Yeah. He like brought us out on the range and we're like out there with the tanks and that video of that I had made of do you know anything that sounds better than this? That was actually footage that we had filmed that day of the tank shooting. So,
Oh.
but that happened because of the fact that, I was a little bit probably more open to having those type of interactions with followers, etc.
Right.
So I would just say, think about it because there's opportunities that you might miss out on if we're, completely closed off. Because that was a really cool experience. So the point is, uh, Mr. Crank, that was awesome. That was a great thing to see what you guys do with the tank divisions down there. They were having an international tank competition with Poland and Germany. Canada was actually there too. And they were doing the Abrams thing, and they had the Bradleys out there, and they were blowing it up targets. It was just the most awesome thing I've ever seen in my life. And when a tank shoots, you feel it in your soul. I mean,
Oh,
you
that'd be
feel it
cool.
deep in your soul.
That'd be
But
really
that's
cool.
all. That's all because of creating a relationship with a follower. Um, that was happening. So there's a lot of things that there's a lot of goodness out there with some people, and I understand your perspective completely.
No, it's and
Especially if I was a female too, I would probably be very guarded about it as well. Um,
it's a really faulty perspective, to be honest with you, because I literally have made, like, lists to not live my life in fear, and this is part of that list. Like, what I'm doing, online is
mhm.
is part of, like, not
Forcing
living
yourself.
in fear and
Yeah.
going and doing things and that kinda thing. But, it takes me a while to feel comfortable with somebody, like, it takes me a minute to, like, talk to somebody like me and you are talking now. Like, I could go and visit you and feel very comfortable to go and, like, hang out with you and your wife and that kinda thing. But, I feel really nervous around strangers and people I don't know, and people I haven't, like, had a conversation with or, like, that kinda thing. So, yeah, I think if it was something planned out, I might be able to do that. Um, yeah,
Well,
I
we'll keep it in mind.
yeah, yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Let me know.
Yeah.
I do wanna do things that I'm scared of. So yeah, I do wanna say yes.
Okay. Okay. We'll keep it in mind. Robert asked, "Have you ever taken the Myers Briggs assessment? Do you know what that is?"
No, I don't.
Okay, they're normally in the
Is
corporate
it
world,
personality?
the personality assessment.
Okay.
It's something you could look into because it tells you about yourself and how you interact with other people from the Myers Briggs. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting comment because I have taken the Myers Briggs several times in my corporate life.
Oh,
Uh,
no, I haven't taken it. You know what, though? Like, here's the thing, like, I I have, I have a very like, I know who I am, and I know that I have, like, a really outgoing personality, but it's, like, a constant struggle to overcome some of these things. Like, I feel like, like I've always got these obstacles that are standing in my way, and I'm ready to jump over them. I'm ready to like, you know, try to do things that I'm uncomfortable with. But I have a lot of I have a lot of I've had a lot of shit happen in my life that's been really quite difficult to deal with and
I
get around.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm the extrovert and she's the introvert. Um, she is recharging her batteries because she's had to be around people for the past 2 weeks. So she has to take today and until I get there tomorrow
What is she
to
doing there?
she's working. So she works
Oh.
for a manufacturing company and she's an auditor and she travels the world and
Mm.
does that. So that's why she was in Australia for a month. And hopefully next time she goes to Australia, which will be in like 3 years, I'm going to go with her. But and hopefully I can see some of my followers down there as well because I love Australia and I love Australians. You guys are
Oh, that'd
awesome.
be cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
really cool that
her
she gets to travel with her job.
she travels everywhere. Like she'll be going to Alaska and Hawaii this year too, which I'm probably not going to go with her on those.
Oh, I'm so
But
jealous.
you name it, she's gone to it. She'll be I
Some
think Dubai, Malaysia, Germany are on the schedule as well next year.
Somebody asked
So
you,
yeah,
"Has it changed since you've aged?" I think that one question was for you. I don't know.
I think that's well, I think that might be for you. I don't know, Jason, if you can rewrite that question.
Have you
Um,
tried therapy to help with your fears? I'm still in therapy. I'm always in therapy. So, okay, so, like, let's break this down. Like, I think I was 5. I had somebody break into my house and attack my babysitter. And I watched through a doorway, through the door was open and I hid behind the door and I could see through the crack. And I watched him assault her and have the police come in and, get him and all those things. And then I watched my father do some terrible stuff to my mom, break into our house well after they're divorced and do just horrible, horrible things. And I got assaulted 2 years ago. And I've just like, it's been like
Hmm.
a triad of, like, assault throughout my life that's like you do get scared. You get kind of fearful and, like, um, all those things. So, yes, I very much do, counseling and, try to work through those things, but it's hard. Like, it's really hard to trust people and it takes me a minute, like, it and so, it's when you get, like, weird messages and stuff, and I do, I get a
yeah,
lot of weird messages online, like, I
yeah.
block people right away because they just freak me out. So, I don't like that stuff. I just don't like that stuff, and so, I guess I do tend to hermit myself a little bit. I like my little small town here, and I know people and it's comfortable and so,
Well,
yeah, so
you
I don't
hide it.
venture out.
You hide it very well.
Thank you. I
It
it's not
doesn't. It
it's
doesn't
not so
show.
much a hiding, it's more of an anger. It's more of a, like, "Fuck you, you're not going to fucking decide who I'm gonna be, and you're not gonna make me this small, fearful person." So, while I do have fear, I very much am motivated to not be that person. So,
That's good.
um yeah, but, yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you have some of these things, like, happen in your life and you're like, this is a step for me to be on, doing TikTok and doing social media and stuff like that and putting myself out there.
But you're doing it, and you're doing a great
Yeah.
job at it, and so it's obviously something that's beneficial. Maybe not to you all as much. I mean, maybe it's a little bit painful for you to do it sometimes, but I'm sure that just what you shared is beneficial to a bunch of people right now. So that's
Is
good stuff.
what?
Well, it's beneficial to a bunch of people right now in the audience right now. Just the fact that you shared that shit.
I don't know if
It's
that's
been
beneficial, but
yeah. Well, I mean, they see you as a real person because of that, right? I mean, you're letting people see behind the curtain of what Shameless is, and
Right.
that's helpful,
Right. Yeah,
because
well, I am a real person. I'm a real
you are.
person.
We're all real people.
Yeah. Oh,
We're all
sorry.
real people, all
Yeah.
of us.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm like I'm just, I'm going through a weird phase where, like, everything makes me cry. So, just just ignore me. I think I'm in menopause or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's perimenopause. Maybe it's premenopause.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm almost 40, so I think menopause comes soon. I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, bless you and bless Kyle. That's all I gotta say
He, he's
for that
I
because
tell you, that
he's gotta be
man,
strong. Be strong,
he
Kyle. Be strong.
he
Be
has,
strong. I'd love to
he
tell you
has
it's gonna
brought
get
a
better, but
very
I don't
good.
know.
No, but you know what? We live apart. So he lives an hour away from me. So he doesn't deal with me on a daily basis. But I'm also very good at being like, I need to be alone. I'm not a good people person right now. And he's really good at just being like, okay, I'm going to go clean shit because that's what he does. He likes to clean things. And so he
You got a
cleans
man who
things.
cleans?
Oh, he's ridiculous. He was just down for a couple days and he like scrubbed my shower and cleaned my fridge and organized everything and did the laundry and like he's a bit of a clean freak. Yes.
No.
I'm the mess. I'm the hot mess.
The hot mess.
I am. I'm a hot mess. Like I'm just like I
I will
don't
tell you, okay, so that's the one thing we splurge on between the two of us is we have someone who comes and cleans the house every 2 weeks. And
Oh, I
it's
love that.
because yeah, and it's not because we're not rich, we don't have a giant house or anything like that. We both have corporate jobs and I make a little bit of money from this on the side. Um, but we have somebody who takes care of the house, and I love her so much because she does that stuff with the toilet paper where she folds it up and makes origami out of it. And I feel so special when she leaves because I got origami toilet paper everywhere. And I actually won't use that toilet paper. I will take that toilet paper off the roll and I will put it in like a display behind the toilet so that everybody can see it. And then
Yeah.
go get another roll of toilet paper and put that on so that I won't use that origami toilet paper.
So
I
she
love
like
it.
she takes the toilet paper and then like
Yeah, and she makes like roses or
ooh,
like cool stuff. Or she make like birds and stuff out of it and leaves it on the toilet paper holder with the origami rose on it. It's so pretty.
I
I always
was
take a
doing
picture and
I
it's
was
so
doing
pretty.
ASMR for you and you didn't notice.
What? You're doing ASMR?
I was doing ASMR with you. See? Look.
But you gotta like gotta do that.
Do you like it? Shh.
I think you have to like turn your gain all the way up. I'm gonna blow somebody's ears out.
Well, I don't know how to do that. I was just rubbing this is do anything for anybody?
You just talk like this very gently into the
Okay.
microphone.
And then you got to do like into the in like this, you know.
What?
I don't know.
What?
They always doing stuff like that, you know.
I
They're
think it's
like,
getting weird. It's getting weird.
is it weird?
Is it getting weird?
I do like
Yeah.
ASMR. Do you know who I like is Blue Friday. She's very good, and she doesn't do weird mouth things, like, she just does, like, I don't know, like, weird like, I don't know, she does stuff like that, but, she doesn't do weird mouth things where she's like, I get weird about, but, yeah.
Like really close to the mic and they say the words elongated.
No, she doesn't talk at all, she just makes,
Okay.
like, noises, you know? Just
Does
noises.
she like fart into the mic or something?
No, because I wouldn't like that, John.
There's some weird people out there. There might be people that would like that. I don't okay, so here's my thing about ASMR. It like is like nails on the chalkboard to me. It hurts. Like I
No.
can't.
No, you should check out just check one do me one favor, okay? One favor, because
Okay, one favor.
I felt the exact same as you, and then I seen Blue Friday, and I listened to it. You gotta listen to it with headphones, okay? And then I want you to text me, in the next few days or next week, and just let me know if you liked it.
Look, I have my own traumas, I will be honest with you, and
You just said you'll do me a favor. So do me one favor.
okay,
Just
one
check it
favor.
out for 5 minutes or even 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll try. I'll do my best.
Blue Friday.
Blue Friday,
She's
Blue
quite
Friday.
good, and for people that don't typically like ASMR, I actually really liked it. I found it
Hey,
very soothing. I was like, "Oh, okay, this is kinda cool."
I can be the ASMR, but I can't listen to it, but for you, I'll try it. I'll try it.
Yeah, just try it.
No,
Why not?
no
Why
guarantees.
not? Why not?
Like, I'm the kind of person that can't be in a silent space. That's my thing. Like, I can't be in total silence. I can't be alone with my thoughts. And I don't know if that's because 'cause I'm a veteran and, my life was different back then. But, like, if I wake up in the morning, I turn the radio on right away. Like, when I go to sleep, I have a very loud noisemaker. It's a Bose speaker that sits up on the shelf, and it just plays white noise. If a train runs through my bedroom, if a marching band is playing outside of my room practicing, a high school marching band, I won't hear it because that thing is so loud. And Mrs. DBV has gotten used to it. Like, she wasn't like that before, she liked the silence, but now she's like, she can't listen, or she can't go to sleep without it, but that's my vice.
I think I'm the same. Like, when I go to bed, I put my TV on a sleep timer, and so it turns off, after, like, 60 minutes because I
Oh
need to go to
oh,
sleep
no.
with it on.
If my noisemaker shuts off in the middle of the night, I will wake up, like, in a panic.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll freak out. I'm like,
you
"That's
have
like,
issues.
the power could go out, there could be murder happening
John,
outside, whatever, thunderstorms, tornadoes, it doesn't matter."
you have issues. You have issues just like me, I think.
I know.
Yes, we're both deeply flawed people.
That's why we're creators, because we're both
This
deeply
is
flawed people.
true.
Yeah, that
This
is
is
true, like,
true.
there's creators are really a hot mess.
We
We're all a hot
are.
mess. You guys are
Yeah.
eh, if you think about it, I don't know who's the hotter mess. Is it us or is it the people that watch us?
Let's see who they think is the hotter mess. Is it
Alright,
me
folks.
or dad bod veteran?
Oh, they know that's
It's
alright, let's
definitely
go
gonna
ahead,
be me.
it's gonna be me.
No,
It's totally
it's
gonna be me.
not. You know it's not. You know they're
So
gonna
me,
fucking choose
so
me
me.
for sure.
Come on,
I've
everybody in
been
the
sitting
audience,
over here drinking medicine for for the whole show.
that's you and everybody else in the world. Both.
Mm.
Somebody says both.
Watch, it's just gonna be a
Everybody is
flood,
saying
a
me everybody's saying
flood of
they
Shameless
are.
Elle. They're gonna say
No,
flood of
they're
Shameless
no,
Elle.
they're not. They're saying
Yes,
it's
they
all
are.
off. There's your dad bod. There's
Okay,
Jason.
Mr. John Dad Bod. Okay, here we go. It's coming in. It's coming in. Here we go. Oh, not me. Hey, listen, nobody cares what the rest of you guys are.
I
We're
do.
asking about
I
us.
care. I
It's
care.
a very selfish
I care.
selfish show. We're talking
I
about
care.
all of us.
I care about you guys. I love you guys.
They're
Each and
just
every
trying.
one of you.
Okay,
I love
Joshua
you.
said L. See, Joshua said L. Answer the
So that's one.
question. Sherry's
Oh, look,
sending
that's
you
for Ellen.
money.
You got
I
$5. See?
got $5. Is that on YouTube? How do I
Yeah, it
get that
is.
money? I've never gotten
It
money on YouTube,
it's going into your YouTube account.
but I
Look at
don't
you.
have one. I
Well, you
don't
do
have.
now. You better
Oh,
go find out.
okay. Oh, L L. Okay, here we go.
DBV,
Never seen L's.
DBV,
Okay,
DBV.
Jimmy's going with dad bod, but only because he's not seeing me. Um, I think we're
How
like
does that
equal.
track?
We're like equal right now.
See, Nick said he's a vet. His opinion is
We need
swayed.
more people. Cast your vote. Who's the bigger mess, L or DBV? L.
Mm,
Shane says L. Derek says
mm,
L. It's
mm,
coming in hot.
hmm. I
Let's
don't
no
think this is a scientific study. I think this
ammo
is
man.
swayed.
DBV. Okay.
Yeah, see?
L. Kevin says
See?
L too.
See?
Stephanie says L. Mark says L. Oh, dad bod.
I played with jarts. You didn't play with jarts. You
Tiger
don't even know what
King.
jarts are.
The Tiger
Do you know
King.
what jarts are?
DBV. L. It's really fake. It's kind of split.
So
It's a
we're
little,
both soup sandwiches.
it's a little bit split, but I think I'm winning. I think it's like a
DBV,
60
DBV,
40. I think it's
DB.
60 40.
we're gonna have to do a poll on your page. Do a poll on your page tomorrow. See which one.
Okay.
Have them vote.
All right. We'll do a poll. We'll
Do a collaborative poll. Do a collaboration poll.
Yeah. If you guys are followers from my page, make sure you're following this guy. Not that he needs it. But I need all of you that are following Dad Bod Veteran to help me grow big too.
She
So come
does.
follow me.
Follow her.
Because I need to go eat food, John. I haven't eaten.
Oh, you're
Uh
leaving me? Are we quitting?
well, it's an hour and a half, and I
Okay.
need quiet time before my children
Okay.
get home.
That's fine. Because it's like what, 4 or 5 o'clock over there? It's 9:30 here. It's so late.
But it's not 4 or 5 o'clock. It's like 6:30. It's 6:30. I've got an hour and a half before those children come home, and then they start asking me for things.
Oh, they come home late.
Yeah, well, they're with the dad on Thursday nights. And actually,
Oh,
their dad is taking them to a school dance. The youngest one's going to his first
nice.
school dance. I
Nice.
know. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, okay. Before we leave, right there, where is it? Right there. There's a banner running across. You guys can see both of our link trees and our merch stores if you're interested. I still have some hats, which are actually right behind me. And then there's also Shameless's merch store as well, which you got some cool stuff in there. I saw that.
I
Um,
I had a friend of mine, she just makes that stuff, and she made a Shameless collection, so it's actually not mine, but
oh,
it's after me. Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So you guys can go follow both of us. If you're not following her and you're one of my followers, please follow Shameless. You'll like her, I promise. And if
Can
you're
you
one of
do it
her
on
followers,
Facebook, though? Facebook
yeah,
is
do it
where
on
it's at
Facebook.
for
She's trying
me.
to get her Facebook up.
Yeah, because they
Facebook,
pay me.
yeah. So she's because she's in Canada, she's not allowed to get into some of the monetization programs that we in the US are. So please follow her on Facebook,
Yeah.
so that she can get paid. She wants to get
Yeah,
paid.
I
She wants to get
do. I
paid.
really want money.
So but anyway, we're gonna do this again, probably with somebody
I think we
else's
should.
coffee with creaties. I think this is
Oh,
fun.
oh, not
Oh,
me.
no, no, no. We can have a conversation again in like, I don't know, a year,
Okay.
6 months.
I'm just I actually when I was saying that, I meant, like, for you were gonna do it again with
No,
other people. That's what
you
I
know what?
meant.
You are the hot mess. You win. You win.
Thank
I'm
you.
kidding. I'm kidding. All right.
Shit.
Um,
Okay.
Thank you guys all for coming and watching this poo-poo show. This has been fun.
It
Shameless,
has been fun. I
as
missed you.
always. I missed you too.
Have a
Don't
good
go.
flight. Have a good
Hey, don't go
flight, and say hi to
freaking
your wife.
don't disappear on the world again.
I
Okay.
probably will.
Okay. Well, if you do,
I
just
do
keep
it
in
when I
touch.
need it. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. Just
I
keep in
love you
touch.
guys.
All right.
Bye.
Love
See
you
you.
guys. Have a good night.